Peace, love, and light. This is Nanu coming to you live. I know I'm supposed to finish talking about polygamy a little bit, but I don't think that's what I want to polyandry, my bad. But I don't think that's what I want to talk about today. So right now I want to talk about this matrix mentality. What is a matrix mentality? A matrix mentality is mentality of a person who has been conditioned to think in a particular way that only produces a life in which they continue to be enslaved to the system. So, Nanu, how does one know if they're operating in this matrix mentality? The way you know if you're operating in this matrix mentality is if you first off, you think like everybody else. If your frame of mind is the same as most people, especially here in America, then most certainly you are operating in matrix mentality. B, if another way you know you have a matrix mentality is if you desire something or desire to be other than who you are presently, but you are not able to manifest it. And the reason you're probably not able to manifest it is because you're operating in a matrix mentality. So if you desire to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you're not progressing towards that. That's not like right in front of you. All you have to do is step into it. You're operating in a matrix mentality. That's what's holding you up, because it's a mental state. You have to have a certain mental state to do certain things, and you have to step out of a matrix mentality and step into your creative mind, your intuition, and your true self, so that you can do the things that you actually desire to do, the things that are natural to you, because the matrix is unnatural. So another way you know you have a matrix mentality is if you are engaging in a lot of unnatural things. Eating a lot of processed foods, fast food, definitely matrix mentality. If you are eating a lot of synthetic foods, because a lot of foods nowadays are synthetic, they're not real foods. If you don't even know if the barcode on your food, you don't know to look for the number 9, you're probably being hindered by or have some, even if you eat healthy, you probably still have some lingering, or you're still engaging in a matrix mentality. Okay? So, if you wear a lot of synthetics, synthetic nails, synthetic eyes, synthetic hair, synthetic lips, whatever, a lot of inorganic material in your life, in your home, if you're surrounded by it, more than likely you operate in the matrix mentality. Okay, moving on from here. Okay, well, if I have this matrix mentality, how do I move into my true mind? Your higher self, the mind of Christ, the Christos. How do I move into the mentality that is me, where I own myself? How do you move into that mentality? You remove the synthetics away from your life. You deal with the lies you have accepted, the matrix lies. Because that's what they are, they're lies. You deal with those lies, you challenge them, and you change the way you think by reprogramming yourself. How do I reprogram myself? Through the senses. Through the senses. First and foremost, your physical senses, because that's where you got to start, because that's where you get programmed from in the beginning. That's what you're looking at, what you surround yourself with. Are you taking walks? Are you being out in nature? See the trees, the leaves, the grass? Or are you sitting in a white box room all day and all night in front of a computer screen, typing to your friends, texting on the phone? Not to say that those things are necessarily bad, but those are matrix conditioners. They're used to condition your mind. Are you sitting in front of a goddamn on TV instead of living a real life and knowing real people? If so, you are conditioning your mind to think that way by doing those things. So first and foremost, you have to start with your sight. Get rid of the things that you're looking at on a constant basis that are artificial. Okay? And start looking at more natural things, like the sun. There's a misconception about the sun. You're going to go blind if you stare at the sun. Yeah, if you're looking at the sun midday, you're going to stare at the sun, yes. Matter of fact, if the sun's setting and you're staring at it, probably yes. Because you're not supposed to stare, you're supposed to gaze. And it's hard to explain to somebody not in person with you. I'd have to show you in person. But anyway, it's not that hard to figure out. You know what it's like when you're gazing at somebody. You're in a meditative state. You're not necessarily directly looking, more like it's off-centered. So that would be gazing. Anyway, look at the sun, look at some trees, some art that's conducive to your higher self and awakening your higher self or your DNA or anything in that realm of your goals or what you desire. What else? Talking to real people, getting out, talking to real people, having some face-to-face communication with those you say you care about. Meet them face-to-face. Which way we going? I'm following you. Sorry, I'm walking with my uncle.
You want to go this way?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Okay, off the site. Colors, you can do color therapy, which is something that I do as well. Close your eyes, meditate. This artificial light you sit under, change the artificial light. Put in a lower lighting light bulb, or get you some UV light if you want UV light. Something other than what you have and what's standard. Okay. Moving on here. Oh, a black light is awesome. Anyway. Okay, that's the sense of sight. You have your... Did I already talk about food? No, I didn't. What you taste. What you're putting inside of your body. Okay, if you're putting synthetic materials in your body, I said that. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, what am I supposed to eat? Stop eating hybrid foods. Stop eating... processed foods. Stop eating animals. I'm just being real. And deal with their misconceptions of things. Stop talking about stuff you don't really know, you didn't research, you didn't experience, okay? Moving on here. Taste what you're listening to. What type of people are you listening to? If they're saying things that aren't natural, it's not truth. What do you do when you hear them saying these things? Do you accept what they're saying? You just, let them roll with it, or do you correct the lie? You have to start correcting lies when people are lying to you, lying about you, whatever. You correct it and you speak the truth. Okay? Make sure truth, you're surrounded by truth. If you're going to watch something that's going to instill something in you or motivate you or inspire you. You hear what I'm saying? Also, music. Is the music you listen to, is this a person that is every time you turn on the radio, or every time do you put in a CD that's about lower level, third dimensional nonsense? Or do you listen to something that's going to expand your mind, that's going to take you to another level, help you be more creative, think outside the box, that's going to inspire you, that's going to awaken things in you, that's going to clear you out, clear your chakras? What are you listening to, man? This is how you reprogram yourself, through the senses. Okay? Your sense of smell. Smell is important. What are you smelling? Are you smelling inside a building, inside a house, inside its four walls, matrix system? Are you smelling what? The artificial air coming through your vent? The circulation system is supposed to represent real fresh air? Or do you go out and take a walk, get some fresh air, open up a window, let some chi come through your home, if it's set up right anyway? Do you consecrate your space with some frankincense, or people like myrrh? Do you consecrate your home with some enlightening fragrances that helps your mind to resonate on a higher level? Or do you not? Does your home smell like weed, cigarettes, and alcohol and stuffiness with artificial air? Then okay, how do you expect to live a natural life? How do you expect to live outside of the matrix? You won't survive, because you have not reprogrammed yourself to operate other than what your slave master has told you. Ha ha ha. Okay. I said taste, smell, sight, hearing, touching. That would begin to speak on the clothes you wear, synthetic materials. That's on a whole nother level, really. Like, is everything you wear something synthetic? Or you putting materials on your body that's going to help you express your divinity? What kind of garbs are you wearing? Do you have a garb? Or do you limit yourself to what most of America is wearing? Is it 100% cotton, or is it polyester or some shit? Okay. This is me sharing love, sharing light, sending peace, resonating peace. You most definitely, if you are struggling with matrix mentality, you most definitely should schedule a session with me so that I can help you pinpoint the areas you need help with. If you do not want my assistance, more power to you. I hope that you research everything you need. Or if you are already dealing with yourself and not, this is not an issue for you, but this is confirmation, more power to you. Okay. I don't think I need to say any more. Peace, love, and light.